All right, so I'm going to do some speed graphing of quadratics. And I think I'll do some on exponentials and logs and stuff like that. So what's the quickest way to graph a quadratic? All right, so I'll just do one. I'll do a random one. So y equals 2x squared minus 20x plus 7, something like that. All right, so you draw the y-axis. You read it from right to left. You put a 7. That's your y-intercept. You know you're going down at 20 to 1 at that instant, and it's cup shape up. So the only thing you have to do is find the vertex. You know that's positive x value now. So 2 goes into 20, 10, cut it in half, it's 5. And then you put 5 times minus 20 is minus 100. You cut that in half, minus 50 plus 7, and you got minus 43. Okay, you're done. If you want to check it, you know, if you go over 5 units in this direction and square, you should go up 25. But you went from negative 43 to 70 to 7, which is up 50. And you can see now rise over run squared as measured from the vertex is the a value. But just thought I'd mention that. What else? Putting this in graphing form. So you take the a term, you got yourself an x, you got positive and a negative, which means it's a negative. If they're both negative, it's a positive. Both positive, it's a positive. Same thing you did a second ago. 2 into 20, 10, cut it in half, 5. 5 squared, 25. 25 times 2, 50. You don't want that because you want 7. So you get rid of that 50. There's your negative 43. So that's quick graphing form. All right, do one more. We'll do a negative a term this time. Let's see, how about negative 4x squared? I'm trying to find some user-friendly numbers. So 8 into what? 8 into 32? Well, we'll get the same number there. 8 into 24. So let's do plus 24x minus 5, something like that. Again, y-axis, negative 5. Let's say that's 0, negative 5. Going up at 24 to 1, you can prove that without calculus. We can get a feel for it at least. Cup shape down. So now we got 4. We don't have to worry about the signs anymore. 4 goes into 24. 6 cut in half is 3. Drop a 3 in. Why don't we cut 24 in half first? 12 times 3, 36. 36 minus 5 is 31. Okay? Kids can get fast at this too. With enough practice, a couple of minutes a day. Bunch of days in a row. Just to show you why I'm cutting this term in half, if we put 3 in here, you got 9, negative 36. Drop a 3 in here, you got positive 72. The only time you get this 2 to 1 ratio is at the x value of the vertex of the quadratic. And if you add those up, it's half of this. So you just see the pattern, you take half of it, subtract 5, you got your value. Okay, might as well put it in graphing form one more time. I guess I'll entitle the video Speed Graphing and Putting Quadratics in Graphing Form. All right, so you take the a term. Again, this is both opposites, so it's x minus. Then all you got to do is drop the 4 into the 24, which is 6, cut it in half. Minus 3 squared, 9 times negative 4 is negative 36. We don't want that number. We don't want that. Because when you put a 0 in, right, if you put this is why I'm doing this. When you put a 0 into this, let's get back to this, then you're creating minus 36. But when you put a 0 into this, you want minus 5. So you don't want that number. So you get rid of it. And you bring in what you do want, okay? And there's your 31. Okay, so that's a quicker technique. Now, if a teacher's watching this by chance, not all students are able to do that quickly and easily. So you might want to revert to just the minus b over 2a. I found that everybody can do that, f of minus b over 2a. Not many students can't do that. So you take the a term, so let's take a 4x squared plus something that's going to be simple, 16x minus 5, something like that. So minus b minus 16 over 2a, 8. So we now know negative 2 is the x value. That's important. So we're going to say x plus 2 squared. You might want to explain that 0 squared is the smallest number you can get, and that's a minimum. So it's going to happen at negative 2. And where was I? Oh, yeah. So negative 2. If you put it in, minus 32, cut in half. Well, let's put it in. Some people don't see the 2 to 1 ratio. So 4 times 4 is 16, minus 32, minus 5. Have the kids do that out. And you got 16 minus 37, which is 21, I believe, negative 21. I could have made a mistake on that. I wrote 22. Getting tired here. Yeah, I believe that's correct. And then you've got a 4 here, so you got your 4x plus 2 squared. I don't even know if you can see this. Yes, you can. Minus 21. Classes have success with that, but the stronger students turn them loose with the other shortcut. All right. Now, what else is that? I think that's it for speed graphing and putting quadratics into graphing form more quickly. So I'll put the kibosh on this one.